Hello and good evening, meteorologist Mike Adcock here. It's the 8th of May and we're monitoring Typhoon Noul as it approaches the Philippines. Here on satellite imagery, we do see a deep banding feature there on the western periphery of this system. That's starting to make its way into the Visayas, increasing the cloud coverage there. Meanwhile, Noul continues to make its way northwestward along the southern edge of the subtropical high. Been seeing the eye poking in and out throughout the evening, about a 22-kilometer eye with that. Again, clearing out, getting covered up here and there throughout the evening. Latest information out of JMA as of 8 p.m. Philippines time. The eye was located about 410 kilometers east of Iraq, or 875 kilometers southeast of Apari. It continues to move off to the west-northwest at a forward speed here, a little faster at 26 kilometers per hour. It has slightly intensified since the last bulletin from JMA. Right now, winds sustained at 155 kilometers per hour with gusts up to 220. Our pressure now down to 950 hectopascal. Pagasa does have signal warning 2 in effect for Cantaduanes. The locations there you do see highlighted in yellow, identifying signal 1, and that's essentially from eastern Samar up through Aurora. We do anticipate by the 11 p.m. bulletin from Pagasa that the storm signal 1 will be extended further northward there in Luzon. Right now, again, the biggest concerns right now are going to be along the coast, some damage there. Really the big threat from the high winds as well as agricultural concerns with the waves. Wave heights right now looking at a 1.25 to 4 meters. Bigger picture, again, we're seeing the big synoptic feature that's really going to drive the future track, and it's this area here in eastern China. This is a cold front that is starting to develop, and that's helping to retrograde this area of high pressure over the western Pacific. What that does for Noul is as it makes its way toward the Philippines, it will start to recurve the storm, and it will basically jump out ahead of that cold front as it passes through Okinawa Prefecture, merge up, and transition into an extratropical system. We kind of see that laid out here in the JMA surface analysis. There's that frontal feature there in eastern China that's really going to play the major role in the future of this storm's track. Tropical Depression 7 still remains out there. Just do want to give a quick shout out for it. Still affecting the eastern Carolines. Anticipated still to become a tropical storm over the next 24 hours. So we've been saying that it's been a slow to gather stream. As for Noul, though, again, northwestern motion as it makes landfall, and this is the key thing we talked about yesterday, a shift to the west. Well, seems like the models have shifted back to the east, so in part, or as a result rather, all the major agencies are doing the same thing. So in the near term, very, very simple, pretty much everybody's in agreement. Again, west-northwesterly movement along the kind of the southwestern edge of the high pressure. Further intensification is anticipated. JMA does have this intensifying a bit more down to 940 hectopascal before landfall. Landfall, though, has shifted again, like I said, more north and east. Right now looking at northern Isabela to Cagayan provinces before it begins that recurvature off to the northeast. Once we get past Sunday and we get into Monday, that's where things get a little hairy. The models do kind of diverge at that point, and then we start looking at an issue of timing. Track seems pretty much on point. You'll notice all the other agencies really talking about a threat to Okinawa Prefecture and then passing there south of the Kanto Plain as an extratropical cyclone. Here's Pagasa's forecast again. You'll notice landfall almost the same location there in northern Isabela, starts to recurve out towards Bantanes, and then passing through Okinawa Prefecture as it moves off to the northeast and beginning that extratropical transition. Okinawa prefecture, you're going to really be seeing this storm impact you come Monday and really late Monday night into Tuesday. The main threat really for Okinawa specifically is going to be on Tuesday, about midday time frame. And then as we get in toward the Kanto plain, again, really should be an extratropical cyclone by that point there on Wednesday morning. And with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the agency's collective thoughts. Like I said, the near-term forecast up till landfall, everybody's pretty much on point with intensification, slow intensification, and the track and timing's pretty much on point. It's once we do make landfall, it starts to get picked up by the trough and ejected off to the northeast. That's where things get a little bit confusing. Seems like the track is on point. Everybody's kind of saying the same thing. It's just exactly timing it, how quickly it will accelerate off to the northeast. Of course, keep it tuned here at westernpacificweather.com for this as well as other analyses. You can also follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do tune in tomorrow. We will have an update. Robert Spetta and I will be doing a live broadcast at 2 p.m. Japan Standard Time as well, or 1 p.m. Philippines time. So stay tuned for that. Have a great day and take care.